YouTube to my Minecraft Bedrock world Mobgogh. We built a little sign. We actually just while we were building that, Donkey ended up appearing, so we ended up getting a donkey to be friends in there with the zombie horse. We've been growing trees, doing resources, planting bamboo, more trees, funny mangrove tree. We just barely got seed from a wandering trader for that, so that's the second tree I've popped in on that. Sugar cane's still growing. Watermelon's still growing. We're actually eating fish right now because we did a lot of fishing as well. The fishing got us a couple books. It also got us a bunch of levels. And extra fishing rods. We went mining. We actually got a chunk of diamonds, a lot of iron. I was actually really glad on how many diamonds I seen. Oh, and here's the other thing. We had the chest monster and the chest monster here. We got rid of them. We finished the bookshelves. We made a row of chests in here. These are actually empty. These are kind of my junk pile chests, and I've been good at not going back and making a mess out of them. We actually found some more firefly bushes, so we put those there. Move the bed closer to the window. Yeah, so we're a little more organized here. The diamonds, we were down to 6. Because I figured I was going to make a diamond sword. Didn't want to use it right away. But I want to make one. No, I did want to use it right away. We'll get back to that. And then I looked at my diamonds and I thought, you know what? We have enough for a full set of diamond armor. So it's nothing special on it right now. We're actually not going to use it, but I believe when we put on... Nope, I thought we got a message when we put on. Okay, anyways. Yeah, you can see, let's see, how do we do camera view? There we go. Now we got diamond armor on. Drop my axe, there we go. But we're not going to keep that on. We're going to keep that for probably the dragon fight after we eventually find the nether fortress and get the supplies we need for all that. Until then, it'll sit in here. We'll actually get enchantments and stuff like that on it and get it going. You can tell my armor is like nearly gone there. What else? Food. Let's put the food away. So not the largest storage area that I have, but we put gold block for valuable stuff, regular block for regular blocks, colored block for some colored blocks, dark block for dark blocks, wood, dirt for dirt, sand, and gravel, nether block for things that we're getting from the nether, redstone for redstone, moss for planets that are not edible, watermelon for planets that are edible, and I put one of the bells down here for the equipment, just to kind of have my own brain on stuff. So we did make the sword, and like I said, we made the bookshelves, and if we go in here and try and pop it in, that's what I want. We could get these, but then we lose that. So the fishing pushed me to level 29 along with cooking a bunch of stuff. There's some more fish. We basically fished out there. It was good fish. Oh, yep, we just got our level to level 30. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting to grab some of this stuff so that we get to level 30. Yeah, we'll cook the sticks first so that we can enchant the sword. And it may have more than just fire enchantment on it. We'll find out. It makes me want to keep it too, because we still need mending, which we can't get from enchanting. We can get it from fishing, and we can get it from villagers, and we can get it from treasure chests. So it only shows fire aspect 1 on here. We're going to click it. We're going to hope that we got more than one thing. Nope, we got one thing. So you know what? This, I think, will just become our sword of use, and we'll give up on the iron sword for a while. Yeah, so I think we'll get another shot on that later on. What else has been going on? I think I'll probably outline the base that I want to do over there semi-soon. I'm not going to say that I'm not going to get off subject on a few things. Like I might go back to the Nether again. Oh, that's the other thing. So the Nether, yeah, there's Mobgogh. The Nether, I went back to that second bastion that I did the Indiana Jones trading of goods on those chests and list out. Ended up going back there afterwards, and it ended up being another small bastion. It had one extra treasure chest in it, and that's it, which had we'd gotten this last time, the netherite upgrade. This time we got the snout armor trim, which I believe you also need for upgrades first. I'm not positive. I know you need this one way or the other. This is more decorative. It'll go on armor. Same thing, though. You can make more of it by using it. It also costs diamonds, so we are really low on diamonds if we want to do either of those types of upgrades. But I'm not too worried about that. Uh, what else do we have in here? I don't think anything else was going on there. That's just all our goodies. Stones, bricks, blah, blah, blah. Some redstone. Plants. Did we get anything else of interest? Got another wooden bowl. We can make another soup, but we could have done that with our regular wood as well. Oh, yes, that's what I was thinking of doing. So, we did get a really good amount of iron. So we're going to go ahead and make that anvil. And I don't know how much that really ate up. Ate up a decent amount, but I think we have enough to... Oops. We just put that in the wrong chest. Up one. Yeah, it took up a little chunk. We'll put the anvil... I think we're going to put the anvil on top, so it's not in the way of anything. So there is that helmet. And I did get a book from fishing, which has a long list of abilities. The only two that would go on the helmet would be Aqua Affinity and Respiration. The rest, unfortunately, would just get deleted, not used. We could keep it for a trident for the loyalty. I'm not really too worried about the rest. We have power for a bow. We have sharpness for the sword. Actually, wouldn't be bad. Piercing for a bow. It's either one or the other on that. Wait. No. Sharpness is... I think that's bow. I think sharpness is axe. Power would be sword. Soul speed would be boots. But I don't want to use it on... We might put this on an iron pair of boots and go back in the nether with that on, because that'll help us travel when we're wandering around soul speed areas. But we're going to go ahead and put the really good book on the helmet. Other way around. There we go. So it's going to cost us 8 enchantment levels. And that's, you know what, before we do that, and I did think about this before, let's try and enchant on it. We could check. Yeah, let's go grab all that diamond armor. Let's see what we could potentially get on all of these. Because if you look right above, we have that line with all my little items right here. And right above this is number 27. That's our levels. So that's what gets used up when we do enchanting. So let's take a look at this first. Fire protection, projectile protection, protection. I mean, projectile protection wouldn't be bad, but let's see what else we can get from these. Projectile protection, protection 2, unbreaking. That's protection 2 is a little bit better. Projectile protection 4, protection and unbreaking. Blah, 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 blah. Stutter all over my words. Thorns. Protection 2, unbreaking. So I think this did not have protection 2, right? That's protection 1, projectile protection, fire protection. We do need 8 levels to put this on this, but when you put an enchantment on it, that levels is also going to increase. I am tempted to do projectile protection, but I know not really supposed to do that. Let's go protection 2 on pants. So we did get 2 on that, protection and unbreaking. We're going to try the helmet next. Protection 1, projectile protection. We're level 25. Let's try the boots again. Feather falling 4, that would be great to save for. But every time you enchant something, these change. So once I enchant something else, that feather falling is not going to be there. Protection 1, unbreaking. I'm not too worried about the chest plate. Eventually we're not going to be a chest plate type wearing person anyways. Let's if we're going to sacrifice something, as far as something that's not the greatest, we'll do that. So that we can, we'll double check this. See if feather falling is gone. Feather falling 1 is there, which is actually something we'll take if the helmet's no good. Yeah, we're going to press our luck one more time on the helmet. We'll get the shoes to have feather falling. At least that's something. The helmet, respiration we're going to get. We'll do unbreaking, which isn't bad. It means it takes longer for it to take damage and break. Now, we'll do the books. Hopefully we have the levels still. We do. Oh, it still costs 8. So unbreaking is on here. Long list. Now we have Aqua Affinity, Respiration, and Unbreaking. And we also want to do that sword and get power. No, I'm wrong. Power is better then. Is it piercing? Didn't they? Oh, piercing might be the new axe. It is sharpness. Not the new axe, the new spear. We're going to go with that. Okay, so now it's got 2 things on it. Now we'll put our diamond armor away. We could actually look at it again. You can look at, you see how we have the axe. We're going to go over to this. We have that row of hearts, then we have those row of shirts right above. So right now we are at 6.5 shirts, which is your armor. We put all the new gear on, we're full. So that's the difference. But again, we're not doing that right now. We don't want to lose this gear. You've obviously seen me die a few times. I think I've died a few times after that. We did die at the new bastion. I think I mentioned that it was a small bastion too. It just ended up having 1 extra chest. I was able to recover everything that I believe I was able to recover everything. It's always a question of if you missed a couple things. So that is, I think, mostly it for the recap. There's one other thing I can show you. Show you where I went for diamonds. But we didn't explore any more that I can think of. Mostly been treeing and mining and fishing. We need to be doing more of the coral fan stuff, but I think I'm about at the same area I was at before. We have a little over 100. I think we counted that we needed, what, like 10, 20, 30, what was it, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, about 75 a side, so 150 a layer, so we need something like 300 if we do 2 layers of the farm, or about 450 to do what I really want to do. But that was about that. The cave. So you can see we started at level 30, we're now down to level 10. So it's always a thing of you gotta get experience by either killing mobs, trading with villagers, smelting things in your furnaces, fishing, other things like that. The mob farm will be good for it as well. So you can go up and you can enchant. So, yeah, we were here last, I think. I ended up adding one of those, but we weren't that far from a big giant cave. I ran into a big giant vein of iron, so I just kept digging. I could go in there and dig again because there might be some left. This also had a bit of iron in it, so I figured these levels here, as far as the ground goes, like maybe we could dig this way and maybe find another vein of irons. But it opened up into a big cave. We were here a little bit because there was a teeny amount of torches here, and there's torches up if we swim up the waterfall. That whole area is lit up. There's some iron there actually. So yeah, we went ahead and lit it up more. We add some bracing walls around this so the water is not flowing all over the place. We still have some here, but I just didn't have a heart to get rid of that all the way. We have some more iron up there. Already dug out the diamonds that I found. Could be some stuck here and there, and I just missed them. Lots of slime spawn in this area. I still do need to dig down further. I want to dig it down to bedrock level. But over here was something else I found, and I've not messed with it yet. But it's a geode. It's actually a partial geode. I haven't even cracked into it yet. Oh, that was a creeper for definite. It almost killed us. I don't know where he came from. I went through and lit everything pretty decently. We'll put that there. Let's get some rocks in our hand. Yep, the helmet is gone. So this thing needs a floor. Just so that we can walk around in it. But yeah, it's a naturally forming geode. We can get the crystals off of it. Some of the supplies are used to make things like spy glasses and tinted glass. Let's put some torches in here too, so that nothing's dark in here as well. I guess we're putting one up here. So these blocks like this, these blocks like this, you can just mine up, no problem at all. These we can mine up, no problem at all. These small ones, you cannot mine up, no problem at all. You can get silk touch, and you can get the smaller crystals. Otherwise, you have to wait for this to grow. I think this is the right size. This might be the right size. We'll dig one, we'll find out. There we go. So we got crystals, amethyst shards. And we're going to dig that. Okay. Here's the next part. So you see it's regular here. You see it has an X right here. If it has an X, then it can grow the crystals. If it doesn't have the X, then it's not going to grow crystals. And anyone that has an X on it is going to have X on all four sides. So if we were to dig that, now crystals can generate from those sides. We could also dig it over this way, and now it'll generate that way. We could dig below it, generate that way. We do have a cave underneath us, so I'm not sure. Yeah. And you can see also that this one is also an X. So they would compete for this area. This one is also an X. So let's see. Oh, and that one. All the X's look like they're... Is that one an X? That one I don't think is an X. No. You will not get a crystal from one that's not an X. Like it'll just shatter. So yeah. Was good find. Oh. That's an opening to the cave. We'll just do that. Yeah. So this was a cool find. I just hadn't had a chance to... I tried to leave it alone as well so I could show it on here. And we're not going to do a really long video. This was mostly a recap, just to catch up on everything that's going on. Again, I kind of just feel like gathering resources off camera. I've had 2 of my streams disappear. They went onto YouTube. You know, I streamed on YouTube, and then they just disappeared after that. They didn't become videos like most of the time they do, and that was kind of a letdown. But I don't mind doing the streams with people if they're going to watch. If they're not going to watch, or they're not interested in watching mining rocks or cutting trees or making coral fans, then I can just do that on my own. I'm not going to worry about it. So let me know if you do want to watch any of those things, and we'll try and do streams of them. Otherwise, I'll just do some streams where I kind of recap and talk about things. We could hunt for some iron or whatnot. Oh, wait, is that? No, that's iron. It almost looked like a diamond on the ceiling that I missed. That's the glow lichen, naturally forming glowing blocks that we picked up a couple of. That's it too. There's more slimes. There's some redstone. He's going to be all up in my business. Yeah. Hey, guess what? I got a new sword. Yeah. Alright. Little guys don't hurt. Just the big and the mediums and the bigs. Let's mine the rest of that since we went to the effort of dealing with it. Knew that was going to break soon. Drop a torch here. And yeah, I have not explored. I have explored a lot of the little branches here. I have not explored every single one. Oh, we did find it's going to be in the loop. Yeah, I keep seeing these things. Sometimes I think they're diamonds. Sometimes I do not. Alright. We did find also a spider spawner, which had a treasure chest, which had a second saddle, which is how we have a saddle on the new donkey, as well as I think another thing of horse armor, which we didn't really need, but we keep because we really like that. Where is it? It should be somewhere. Oh, more gold. I'll dig that up real quick. Yeah, I've killed a few of those guys too, Enderman. I think I actually built a little door houseway. You know what? Can we, we don't have a ceiling area here. Are you still hanging around? Yeah, where'd you go? There you are. Let's go ahead and let's let you go. Oh, that's right. We have the fire aspect, so he gets to teleport around with fire on him for a while. He'll be a little extra mad. Oh, thought he died. Oh, he almost got us. Now we're low on health, and we did not get any treasure from him. Anyways, see if we can find that spider spawner. I swear it's on the main perimeter. Yeah, we explored down there. Looks like I left iron in there. Made a little safety cave at one point. I think I left a thing of almost broken armor or an almost broken sword in there. I don't remember putting dirt there. That might have been the Enderman. Wow, we did a loop. And we did not see... Oh, yeah, we walked right by... Oh no, we climbed up this cliff and didn't look to our left. So this was a spider spawner. We could do something along the lines of doing something with that too. I don't think I've ever really been any good with spider spawners. You really have to... The water flow has to be like super perfect, but I could try. Basically, you would want to, more than likely, build something so they can't spawn above the spawner and stand on top of the spawner and just never come down, you'd want to dig out the walls. 1, 2, 3. At least regularly. In regular spawners, this is about the width. Spiders, I might actually have to go up further and create custom water channels. I'm not going to get into this too much. This wasn't something I was planning to show or do. We're just digging blocks at this point. But yeah, dig it out. That way they would spawn in here. You'd have to remove the torches for them to spawn. That's why there's torches all over them right now. Dig out the floor, probably about 3 blocks down as well. Make it a big giant square. And go from there. Do I have... I don't know who's watching or what level. Watching people play words, things, doodads. We can dig this out. I like this block anyways, so I want to stay inside the walls, but I wanted to block at the same time. Now you can make these blocks. It used to be you couldn't. I think now you can make it with moss and cobblestone, whereas before the only way you could get these blocks was ancient or jungle temples and these spawners. You know, I can put the torches on the side so we can dig these out. I don't know if it's going to be a pain. We're going to dig this out too. So it's always an experiment with water flow and doing these. Add up a little bit more. And since we carry a bucket of water on us, we can... Okay, we have some blocks right there. So if we put that there, which isn't the only one we'd want, but you can see where the water goes. So if we were to, say, stand right here and not move at all, the water pushes us down to this level here. So we'd want to do something... If I had a second bucket, we'd put it here as well, and then this whole thing would push forward this way direction only. But you could also do something like this, then dig out this level here, put a different water flow, and move them in a different direction. This is stuff that we'll probably deal with later on when I do my mob farm. Is water flow, and I think I even said it. I'm kind of expecting to mess up my water flow in my first mob farm when I build it, because it's something I haven't done before. Kind of a little customization of water flow. We'll see how that goes. Anyways, I think that's about it. I'll try to start each stream by the Mobgogh sign. I was hoping those guys would actually... I'm going to get those guys real quick. That's why I want to keep these pools here. I was really hoping that these guys would show up. So I don't want to be messed with by him either. Those are glow squids, and I need those. I wonder if I dig that down an extra layer, if that is like their level of spawning. Something I'll have to find out by doing it. Get those up. Don't waste the blocks. And the slimes are coming in. Alright, well, you guys have a good week. Have a good day. Catch you another time. Later.